The transfer buzz around Rodrygo is reaching fever pitch this summer, with Real Madrid's young Brazilian winger at the center of a high-stakes tug-of-war involving some of Europe's biggest clubs. After a turbulent season where Rodrigo found himself sidelined more often than he'd like, especially following the arrival of Kylian Mbappe and the rise of Jude Bellingham, his future at the Santiago Bernabeu is now uncertain. Reports reveal that Real Madrid, under new coach Xabi Alonso, are open to offers for Rodrigo, with a hefty price tag of around 100 million euros, reflecting his undeniable talent and potential. Arsenal have emerged as serious suitors, ready to swoop in and offer Rodrigo a starring role in their ambitious project. The Gunners see him as the perfect fit to bolster their attack and provide competition on the wings. Meanwhile, Manchester City remain interested as well, with Pep Guardiola reportedly having held talks with Rodrigo's camp. City are prepared to offer the Brazilian not only a key role, but also the chance to play in a system that values his technical skill and pace. However, Rodrigo's camp has yet to make a definitive decision, and the player himself has expressed mixed feelings, publicly affirming his love for Real Madrid, but privately frustrated by limited playing time. Adding another twist to the saga, Saudi Arabia's Al Nassr, fresh off signing Cristiano Ronaldo, are said to be considering a move for Rodrigo as well, aiming to recreate the magic of the Ronaldo-Messi rivalry in the Middle East. The financial allure of the Saudi League could be tempting, but it remains unclear whether Rodrigo is ready to make such a drastic move at this stage of his career. So what's next for Rodrigo? Will he stay loyal to Real Madrid and fight for his place under Alonso? Or will he take the chance to reinvent himself at Arsenal or Manchester City? Or could the Saudi project prove too tempting to resist? This is shaping up to be one of the summer's most captivating transfer sagas. What do you think? Where would you like to see Rodrigo play next season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Barcelona's interest in Marcus Rashford has reignited amid a summer of shifting targets and transfer twists. With their primary winger targets, Nico Williams and Luis Diaz, now off the table, the Catalan Giants have turned their attention back to the Manchester United forward, who has been eager for a fresh start after a mixed spell at Old Trafford and a loan at Aston Villa. The 27-year-old forward is reportedly resigned to limited playing time at United under Ruben Amorim's management and is keen to secure regular minutes to boost his chances of making England's World Cup squad next year. While Rashford has publicly expressed hope about joining Barcelona and playing alongside their young star Lamine Yamal, the club's sporting director Deco has recently cooled on the idea, favoring Liverpool's Luis Diaz instead, though Diaz remains firmly off the market as Liverpool refused to sell. Financially, Barcelona faces challenges in meeting Rashford's wage demands and the transfer fee United are seeking. The Red Devils have reportedly set a £40 million price tag, which has deterred some suitors. However, Barcelona have explored creative options, such as a swap deal involving Marc-Andre ter Stegen to ease the cost. Meanwhile, Rashford's preference for a move to Spain over other English clubs like Chelsea, Arsenal, or Tottenham narrows his options domestically. If the Barcelona move fails to materialize, Rashford may consider other Champions League clubs, with Newcastle United occasionally mentioned, though they reportedly have no current interest. Interest from clubs in Germany, Italy, and Saudi Arabia has also been noted, but his high wages remain a sticking point for many. In short, while Barcelona's pursuit of Rashford is far from guaranteed, the door is more open now than it was weeks ago, especially as their other winger targets have fallen through. For Rashford, a move to Camp Nou could represent a career revival and a chance to compete at the highest level once more. What do you think? Would Rashford thrive at Barcelona, or is this just another transfer rumor destined to fade? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Darwin Nunez, the name that sends Liverpool fans into emotional chaos. Some laugh, some cry, most just shake their heads. But guess what? The roller coaster ride might finally be coming to an end, and Napoli are the ones brave enough to buy a ticket. Napoli have reportedly made their move, a €55 million offer for the Uruguayan enigma. And for a moment, Liverpool fans dared to dream. Could this be real? Could it finally be over? But no. Liverpool slammed the door and said, "We want €75 million. Because hey, they paid big to get him, and they're not about to take a discount. even if Darwin sometimes misses open goals like he's got a personal vendetta against the net. Now here's where it gets spicy. Napoli's new boss, Antonio Conte. And guess who he's got his eyes on? Yep, Darwin Nunez. Conte reportedly sees Darwin as a priority, which either means he's a genius or he's playing Football Manager on hardcore mode. Let's be real. If Conte teaches Darwin how to finish, the man deserves a statue in every city in Italy. Napoli are even offering Darwin 5 to 6 million euros a year. Big money, big faith. But remember, they once took a similar gamble on Victor Osimhen. Everyone thought they'd overpaid, and now he's one of the best in Europe. So who knows? Maybe Darwin just needs pasta, passion, and a slightly slower league. For Liverpool, this isn't just about football, it's about finance. They've spent big on players like Florian Wirtz, and now they need to cash in. Darwin? He's fallen out of favor with new boss Arne Slot. And let's be honest, even Slot looks confused when Darwin comes off the bench. But wait, Napoli aren't alone. Atletico Madrid, AC Milan, and a few Saudi clubs are lurking in the shadows. The Saudis, by the way, could blow Napoli's bid out of the water, so maybe Liverpool are right to hold out just a little longer. So what's next for Darwin Nunez? Redemption in Italy? A mega payday in Saudi Arabia? Or another season of memes in Merseyside? All we know is, with Darwin, anything can happen. One minute he's scoring screamers, the next he's tripping over the ball. But maybe, just maybe, a change of scenery is exactly what he needs. And if Antonio Conte pulls this off, someone get that man a crown. Arsenal's summer transfer window is buzzing with speculation, particularly surrounding Chelsea's dynamic winger Noni Madueke, who is reportedly moving closer to a blockbuster transfer to Arsenal. Mikel Arteta is eager to bolster his attack with more firepower and versatility, making Madueke a top target. The Gunners view him as a player capable of not only providing genuine competition for Bukayo Saka on the right flank, but also stepping in on the left when necessary. Recent reports indicate that Madueke has agreed to a 5-year contract with Arsenal, set to run until 2030, with salary terms aligned with his current earnings at Chelsea. The young winger is enthusiastic about the potential move, drawn in by Arteta's vision and the opportunity to play a larger role in a Champions League contending squad. However, negotiations are proving challenging. Chelsea is open to offers, but is seeking a fee exceeding £50 million. Earlier indications suggested they might accept around £40 million, but recent signals from Stamford Bridge show that they are in no rush to sell, especially to a direct rival like Arsenal. With personal terms already settled, Arsenal is now preparing to make its opening bid, yet a significant gap remains between the club's valuations. As a result, negotiations are expected to be lengthy, with both sides trying to balance financial considerations and their ambitions. Madueke's case becomes all the more compelling when considering his performance at Chelsea. Despite experiencing injury setbacks and facing tough competition for playing time, he managed to rack up 11 goals and 5 assists across 45 appearances last season, showcasing his talent during strong showings, including in the Club World Cup. His directness, flair, and confidence on the ball have drawn attention, even though he has not yet secured a regular starting position at Chelsea. For Arsenal, Madueke's ability to operate effectively on both wings would be invaluable. Given the congested fixture list and the need for squad depth, he would likely rotate with Gabriel Martinelli and Saka, providing essential cover and introducing a new dimension to Arteta's attack. The situation becomes even more intriguing in light of Chelsea's recent signings. With players like Jamie Gittins, João Pedro, and Estevan Willian joining the team, the right flank has become increasingly crowded, making Madueke's potential departure more feasible. For Arsenal, securing Madueke would demonstrate their determination to compete at the highest levels, while adding another promising young talent to their exciting squad. As the transfer window progresses, the key question remains whether Arsenal and Chelsea can agree on the transfer fee, or if this storyline will stretch into the final days of the window. Is Madueke the comments? Would you welcome Madueke in red and white, or do you believe Arsenal should explore other options?